Hi, do you know which is the easiest investments to be done? Do you know which investment is hassle-free and carries no frills at all? Something that we've all done in our lifetime, something that our parents and our grandparents have been vouching for. No prizes to guess this one. It's fixed deposit. My name is Rajesh Attangadi and I'm going to talk about fixed deposits today. You might wonder, what is there to talk about fixed deposits today? Isn't it so simple to be done as if just go to the bank and just open one? There's more to it than what you understand. You need to stay invested onto this video to know more. If you thought that fixed deposits are only given by your banks, then you're mistaken. We have lot many areas where we can open up fixed deposits. First, your bankers, that is either your nationalized banks or your private banks, your small lending banks, you have cooperative banks, you have corporate fixed deposits, you have NBFCs and housing finance corporations, and you have those credit cooperative societies which also provide you fixed deposits. Now that we know the different areas where we can open up fixed deposit, let us see the types of fixed deposits that are available. One is regular fixed deposit, which is available for everybody below age 60. Second is fixed deposits for senior citizens. Third is shareholders fixed deposit. Fourth is tax saving fixed deposits. Tax saving fixed deposits would be for a tenure of 5 years. That is, it's a lock-in of 5 years. A common term nowadays, which is flexi fixed deposit, is available in all the banks today. What happens is you have a particular threshold point, a threshold limit, after which all the money that is there into your savings as well as your current account gets converted into fixed deposit. The moment you want withdrawals to be made, the money comes back into the individual accounts. Senior citizens usually get 0.25% interest, which is more than the regular interest rate that is given to fixed deposit holders. Let me take some of the frequently asked questions on fixed deposits. Are fixed deposits flexible? The term fixed itself says it isn't as flexible as your other investments. But then, do they actually provide flexibility? The answer to that is yes. Partially, you would get flexibility in two forms. One is you can prematurely withdraw your fixed deposit money by paying little bit of penalty. Second, you can also take in a loan on the fixed deposit money. Usually, the banks would charge 1 to 2% penalty on your fixed deposit for premature withdrawal. Secondly, in case if you're looking out for a loan, it could be close to around 75% to 90% of your fixed deposit money that will be lent out to you as loans. The interest on these loans would be 1 to 2% higher than your fixed deposit interest rate. Can I lose my money in fixed deposits? Of course you can. There is nothing like safe havens in investments. If one were to invest into cooperative banks, and there were lot many cases recently which indicate that the money invested into fixed deposit wasn't available to the investor. The court decides as how the money is going to be disbursed to the investor. Secondly, in corporate fixed deposit, it's usually the ratings that prevail. To understand, one needs to always invest into a AAA rated investments in corporate fixed deposits. Higher the interest need not necessarily mean that they are the safest. In fact, it's the contrary. The higher interest rate that is given to you will always carry that much more risk on your fixed deposit than on the fixed deposit which give you lower interest rate. Are there any tenures for fixed deposits? Of course there are. It ranges right from 6 months to 20 years, and one can always select in between any of the tenures that you seek to. The most commonly taken tenure with Indian investors for fixed deposits is usually 1 year or 2 years. Ideally, I think we recommend going for a staggered investments in different tenures. As an investor, you might be curious to know how the bank or the financial institutions earn their money on your fixed deposit. Let us understand by a simple example. Assuming I were to invest my money in a fixed deposit at 6% interest rate, and I were to approach the same bankers for a car loan. The same bank would actually be charging me 8% to 10% on the car loan, whereas they were giving me 6% on the fixed deposit. That means the difference between these two interest rates is basically the bank's earnings. I hope you got this clear. You might ask me if my money is safe in banks. Of course, yes, it's safer because it is insured. Remember, it's not secured, it is insured. It is insured under the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Scheme of India. What does it mean? The FDs that I have invested in banks would be insured to the tune of 1 lakh rupees, which is proposed to increase to 5 lakh rupees. It only means if I have a 10 lakh rupees fixed deposit in the bank, and if the bank were to wound up its business, I would be insured only to the extent of 1 lakh rupees. If the proposal of 5 lakh rupees goes ahead, obviously the amount would be increased to 5 lakhs. Is the fixed deposit interest taxable? Of course, yes. The fixed deposit interest is taxable. It is termed as additional income from other sources and will be taxed as per the tax bracket that you fall into. You might wonder why the corporate fixed deposits and NBFCs provide higher interest rate than the banks. The answer is simple. They do not have a banking facility. They are not allowed to keep the savings and current accounts from us. And that is one of the reasons why, to attract investments from us, they give slight bit more interest rate than what your bank fixed deposits would give you. Are these corporate and NBFC fixed deposits safer than banks? The answer is yes and no. Corporate fixed deposits or NBFCs usually will have a credit rating, and ideally it should be AAA rated or equivalent. The banks do not have this kind of a credit rating for their fixed deposit. Higher interest rate in corporate or NBFC should be avoided, since higher the interest rate, higher the risk that you carry. Is there any insurance that is given on corporate or NBFC fixed deposit? No, there is no such facility of insurance on these investments that you do with these institutions. If I had 50 lakh rupees and I wanted to invest into fixed deposit, what should I do? Should I just take one certificate of 50 lakhs, or should I break it up into different fixed deposits or smaller denominations? According to me, the answer is simple. One is, in case if you can invest into different names within your family. Secondly, I always prescribe, and Think always prescribes, invest this amount into different time zones. That is, invest these fixed deposits for a tenure of 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and so on and so forth. That will help you to ease out the cash flows into the house. If I have a fixed deposit with a 5-year tenure, in between, can I reduce it to 3 years or 2 years? The answer to this is no. You cannot reduce the tenure in between. Usually, one needs to encash upon or prematurely stop the fixed deposit for that tenure and restart a new one. We have spoken about investments into fixed deposits for the Indian resident. But what about the NRIs? Are they allowed to invest into fixed deposits? Yes, they can. They can invest into fixed deposits either through their banks. Some of the corporates and NBFCs also do accept NRI fixed deposits. Of course, there will be certain restrictions and additional forms that needs to be filled in. Kindly get in touch with Think and we would guide you on the same. 15G is for regular investors and 15H is for senior citizens. Some tips for you while applying for fixed deposit. One is, do not forget to write the nomination. Do not forget to write the nomination. Secondly, the NEFT details have to be provided properly. Ideally, attach a cancel check leaflet with the FD application or get it mentioned on the online processes. Third, either or survivor would be the ideal way of investing into a fixed deposit. Fourth, break your fixed deposit amounts into different tenures, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, so on and so forth. It will help you ease out on the cash flows. Don't go overboard on fixed deposit just because they assume to be secured. There are recent cases in corporate FDs as well as in banks which have not been able to repay the investors that fixed deposit money. Fixed deposits, whether in a bank, NBFC or corporate, they all are safe provided you also take the help of your financial advisor. I'm sure all this information that I have provided you on fixed deposit has given you enough of insights. If there is anything that is left to answer, please do write on the numbers that are getting flashed on the screen or else write in the comments box. You are free to even email us on the email ID that has been provided in the description links. To sum up, fixed deposit remain the easiest asset to invest into. However, investors need not go overboard on investing into fixed deposit. They need to spread into different asset classes in the appropriate manner that their financial plan suggests them to do so. Do you see this? It's a palm. And do you know the significance of it? To understand the significance of the palm, wait till next Thursday. Till then, it's Guru Guruvar.